Good evening. My name is Jason Jones. I'm with the Indiana District Communist Party USA, and I'm going to read the statement that our district party has put together in support of the revolutionary government of Cuba. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Hopefully you will find a little bit of context in here too with this statement that sort of sheds light on to sort of what's going on right now, beyond just supporting Cuba because it is worthy of being supported, but it also relates to our struggles here at home. The Communist Party of Indiana, CPUSA, condemns the decades-long embargo of Cuba conducted by the United States. For more than 60 years, U.S. imperialism has waged a cruel economic and political war against Cuba. The embargo imposed massive economic suffering on the people of Cuba. The cruelty is made even more barbaric by the fact that it continues to be fueled by the American billionaire elites who care nothing about workers or working class democracy and are eager to once again exploit the human and material resources of the island. The forces working to undermine the Cuban people's gains in healthcare, education, and self-determination are the same forces that deny those same things to struggling people inside the United States. In recent days, reactionary elements in both Cuba and the U.S. waged a campaign of disruption in some Cuban cities with intent to overthrow the Cuban government and to overthrow the Cuban people's power. These imperialist disruptions have manufactured conditions favorable to anti-democratic forces inside Cuba, using economic hardships and an increase in COVID-19 infections to foment a coup. Both economic and pandemic problems in Cuba are traceable, directly related to the embargo, which strangles both commerce and medical supply chains. The latest disruptions against Cuba parallels the historical U.S. planned and orchestrated covert campaigns against people's power throughout Central and South America for nearly a century. This struggle to end the U.S. embargo of Cuba is against the same systemic forces who maintain the ongoing slaughter of Black folks by the police in the United States, who ignore treaties with indigenous people here in the USA, who are trying to wipe slavery, indigenous genocide, and working class struggle from the textbooks, and are relentlessly attacking Black folks' ability to vote and workers' ability to organize. The struggle to end the U.S. embargo of Cuba expresses international solidarity of all U.S. working and oppressed peoples against U.S. imperialism abroad and against anti-worker racist policies at home. Communist Party of Indiana, USA asks all U.S. workers, oppressed, and people of color, and all who stand for the national right to self-determination to join us in demanding the immediate end of the U.S. embargo against Cuba and the immediate cessation of any covert activities against the Cuban nation and people on the part of the United States government or any private operation based in the United States against the nation of Cuba. The problems currently facing Cuba have their roots in and are exacerbated by powerful anti-democratic forces inside the U.S. We demand that interference by the United States in the affairs of Cuba cease immediately. Hands off Cuba. Thank you.